Right, right. Another fun one from Blue Underground next, which I'm pretty sure our video will pick up and release at some stage for Prowler. Yeah. Slasher movie about a zombified killer that about 30 years before 1981, he kills some person called Rosemary. It has Tom Savini was involved in doing the gore in it, so you know what to expect. Yeah, quite a fun film to watch from Blue Underground. And yeah, right. Now the next one I saw at Abattoir in Aberystwyth, their exports. Now this was the Abattoir audience's favourite film. It's about a young boy who is in Finland, who is convinced that Father Christmas is not all that he's cracked up to be, and in this film he's dead right. Children go missing, and this young boy goes about investigating while in the subplot, his father, he is struggling with money with his farm business, and he does find that to be the case, and meanwhile some Americans have come across the grave of St. Nicholas and his army of elves that will do most anything to protect their hero St. Nicholas, and the lad and his father discover what happens to the kids that have gone missing, and they find they go about luring the elves to a section which they use to trap them, and yeah, really good film. I'm not going to spoil the rest of it for you. How I describe it is it's too light-hearted to be a horror film, yet it is too dark to be a kid's film. That's the way I've always seen it to be. And next one, Quentin Tarantino's directorial debut, Reservoir Dogs. Now this film needs no introductions. Alright, a gang of criminals, they are men in black. A robbery goes wrong, and one of their gang members are shot. They then take a cop hostage, and they proceed to torture and beat him up, mutilate him. I'm not going to spoil it for the rest of you who have not seen this film. Right. Okay. Straw Dogs, the original. Better than the remake. These classics are absolutely being remade to death. I'm sure this needs no introduction. This American arrives in a small Cornish town with his British wife. And the locals, some of the locals, they start taking the piss out of him, and he then decides enough is enough when they start going to pick on someone with learning difficulties who accidentally killed a schoolgirl, and he then stands, and after that instance, he then proceeds to stand up to these locals, and they don't like that too much, and they then go to slowly wreck his house, and he then he proceeds to defend it. It's a very, very good film. Really brutal and nasty. Yeah, very good. Right, next up is I think the 6th in George Romero's Dead saga, Survival of the Dead. It is set up on a small island, where all the island's residents believe that the dead should go on about their normal routines, and another small hand of survivors are not having that, and they clash. I quite liked this film. There are quite a lot of people that didn't like this film, actually. It could have done without quite a lot of CGI sequences in it, though. Right. Next up is another Dario Argento favourite of mine, Tenebrae. Now, I'm very impressed with the picture and everything in it. As usual, you get the usual round of 4 covers and the lovely poster. Fantastic quality. Needs no introductions. The usual by Dario Argento in the 70s, early 80s. Psychopath becomes obsessed with the brainy guy, with a writer, and he or she kills all the people around him. I'm not going to spoil the story for you. Right. The next one up is The Tortured. Got this for my birthday off my brother. Really good film. A middle class family, their child gets abducted by some pedo, and the child gets tortured and murdered, and they set about to, and during a prison transfer of this killer, that after they're not happy about the sentence, they set about following the prison van during his transfer, and they then hijack the van and kidnap this guy and proceed to do the same things to him as he did to this poor kid. Right, another one I got for the birthday of my brother is Woman in Black. Now, I think that I definitely did do a before or after watching this, so I won't go into the storyline. You know this. Yeah, I have not got round to viewing this yet, but I will do. Yeah, but I'm very pleased to have this in my collection because I did quite like the film. Yeah, right, okay. Right, season 1 of The Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm actually going to wait for season 2 to be released in the UK before viewing in season 2. Yeah, I quite liked it. Really good, very good film about a zombie apocalypse happening in America. It does have an appearance by Michael Rooker from Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer in it, as a nasty bullying racist in it. Yeah, but it's about this chef that wakes up from a coma and he finds that his wife and kid are missing, and he goes and he proceeds about to look for them. Yeah, very good. It's really good. As quoted from my brother, it's about how good and shitty people can be. Right. I first saw this on the Redemption label, Witchfinder General. Yeah, I quite like this. Possibly better than Mark of the Devil, which ripped off, which cloned this. It's about a witchfinder who's obviously sadistic, a bit of a psychopath, psychotic witchfinder. He goes about torturing the locals, played by Vincent Price, and he then goes about to mess with the wrong woman, and because her husband is played by Rupert, by Ian, I think Ian Ogilvy. Ian Ogilvy, yeah. I nearly said Rupert Everett for some reason. Yeah, I quite liked it. Yeah, the picture quality. I think that this is the uncut version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but unlike the Redemption one, it is hard to see which cut versions have been restored and which haven't. Yeah, Yeah, quite impressive picture, very impressive picture. I've only seen it once. Well, this version anyway. I've seen the redemption version loads of times, obviously. Right, okay, that wraps it up for another time. I think next time I might review them individually. I'm not sure, or wait till I've got so many again. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Okay, right. Thank you very much for watching. Laters.